Hi guys, welcome to my channel U24 Healings. This is Vrishali, your spiritual healer, a psychic medium and a writer. Today I'm going to speak about the Saturn retrograde motion for 2020, and I would like to explain the energies first so that we know what we can expect in coming days. Okay. I will be making videos on each of the retrograde motion of planets separately, and I will also make a video wherein I talk about all the retrogrades for 2020. Okay, so let's clear some myths here. People are feeling tensed about the Saturn retrograde, especially when Saturn was in Sagittarius and when it moved to Capricorn. So Sagittarius thought like it's a relief. Saturn is moving to Capricorn, and Capricorn were equally tense that what's going to happen since Saturn is going to be coming back in their sign, though it's their lordship, but they were still worried because it's start of a new energy shift. So let me explain some points here first, that how the Saturn position is going to affect each one of us, and what can we expect in couple of days. So firstly, the transit is happening from 11th May till 29th September 2020. Okay, now Saturn motion is not as quick as Mercury or any other planet which is fast. Okay, it takes time, so there is nothing going to happen all of a sudden. It's like, step by step situations what we are going to face, right? So at 7 degree Capricorn, the retrograde motion starts, lining up to 6 degrees, 5 degrees, 4 degrees, 3 and 2, until it arrives to 1 degree in Capricorn. This entire retrograde position is going to be occurring from the fourth pada of Uttarashada Nakshatra, from and till it arrives till the second pada of Uttarashada Nakshatra, which is ruled by, as in the lordship is belonging to Sun. Okay, I'm not getting into the pada and the lordship over here or the rulership over here. Okay, just to make this video as simple and realistic to understand how we are going to get affected. Okay, so according to our calculations, I feel more or less the energy would be like in slow motion, and the maximum effects will be felt somewhere mid time of July to August. Okay, now why? Because that's the time when the retrograde motion is actually, moving very faster from fourth to third to second degree Capricorn, right? So that's the time we will feel more impact, right? Second thing, it's like Sagittarius doesn't need to get scared just because Saturn is coming back. It's not like Saturn is coming from Capricorn all the way and sitting in Sagittarius. It's not like that, okay? It's just that its motion is moving backwards, and the energy that had flown ahead is coming back slowly, okay? So we need to understand that it's not coming back in Sagittarius. It's just that it's in retrograde motion. It's in a slow motion, right? Second thing is why the impact will be little more in July and August is because in June we have two eclipses, a lunar eclipse, okay, and a solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is happening approximately on 5th June, okay, and we have the solar eclipse which is happening on the 21st of June, okay. The lunar eclipse is happening in Scorpio. I'm talking about for the India as a location, and I'm referring to the entire astrological planetary positions from the Indian perspective. And the solar eclipse is going to happen in the 21st June. So whenever an eclipse happens, the energy change is not immediately. It reflects in couple of days. Okay, so this was an overall understanding. So don't panic, take it easy, continue your spiritual routines just the way you were doing. All you need to do is stay balanced, stay calm. Whichever decisions you thought you had taken, or the behavior of people had changed towards you, this is a golden period that you are being presented by God to rework on those situations. Okay, so whichever people felt the impact on 24th January 2020 when the Saturn position changed from Sagittarius to Capricorn. Okay, so post which whatever changes happened, if you guys have lost something, or you have thinking thought of ending your relationships, or maybe leaving the job or certain kind of businesses, or any certain situation which was not helping at that point of time, so this is a time, this will allow you to reflect upon the ideologies, the patterns, because here even Jupiter is going to retrograde, okay, which is already starting from 14th May. So that video will be made separately, but what point I'm trying to make over here is like, don't panic, take it easy. And I also have some tarot card messages here, my oracle, from my oracle deck, and we're going to look at those messages as well. So this will help you, and please don't panic, take it easy. My suggestion to you all will be, whoever is into drinks, or meat eating, at least avoid that on Saturday. Avoid black color. Okay, if it's required to travel, especially people having this placement in their 6th, 8th and 12th house. Okay, I repeat, 6th, 8th and 12th house, be very careful about your travel. If it is required, only then you travel, otherwise cancel all your travel plans till 29th September. You can travel post that. Okay, this is just for your safety, and please avoid all black color vehicles, number 8 vehicles also. People who are going through sadhe more or less this energy impact will be little higher. People who have their retrograde Saturn in their birth chart, they're also going to feel the impact, but end of the day, we all are part of one single consciousness. So whether a planet is retrograde in your birth chart or direct in your birth chart, understand one thing, that each coin has two different sides. Okay, so everyone's opinion is different on certain situations. So if things suddenly start falling back in your life, and what you felt like, you were out of certain tough situations and things were looking good, and suddenly if things have backtracked, then it's okay. You don't have to sit and explain to everybody. Look up to people who love you truly, who support you, who unconditionally love you and want to be with you, irrespective of whatever your financial situation is. Okay, so it's really okay. You don't need to explain to many people. Now the messages from the oracle deck, the energy oracle deck that I have here for you all is like, I think each one of us have been advised to work on our sacral chakra. This is more to do with your intimate relationship. So if you're a Sagittarius and a Capricorn listening to me right now, this time is to balance the energies within you, the yin and yang, the feminine and the masculine energy within you. This is not the time to fight with anyone until unless you feel that you're not totally resonating with that person, especially your life partner. Okay, because this could be a person who just came in your life to give you certain lessons, like a karmic partner or something. Okay, and if you feel like the journey is over, then take it easy and accept the fact. But if you feel that no, you want to work situations out with this person, then trust me, these 4 months, okay, precisely we have 4 months 18 days with us. So during this time, you can retrospect each and everything, rework, okay, and see how your life is changing and how things are happening. So this is definitely a time. Door to Spirit is the card that I have received. This is definitely a time where your interaction on daily basis, the spiritual duties that you do, the spiritual activities that you do, how you connect yourself with the divine, that's very important, because the energies are so heightened. So it's definitely teaching you something about yourself, your life, your surroundings. So very important to keep your energies high, staying in high vibrations. If there are money issues which are going to be a concern, okay, and then this is 31, this is number 4. Okay, so especially in August, the money situation could be tight, but understand that with patience we can deal with everything. Okay, there could be losses on the rise, right? So try to be very realistic with your finances. If it is required, if it's must, then only you do the expenses. If it is not, then don't do it, because this will lead to a lot of anxiety issues, too much stress, and so taking too much stress is not advisable again. Be rest assured that the door to personal happiness is opening. Okay, so I'm talking about the overall energy perspective here. I have not included the messages for each sign because it's important to understand the energy. Okay, if you want a personalized reading, then definitely you can get in touch with us and we will do the needful for you all, because end of the day, for every person the energy shift will happen at a certain different level because of the energies we are born with. So this reading is to understand the overall energy effect, but to individually it will affect in a different way. Okay, most of us will be thinking a lot. Overthinking should be avoided, because too much thinking is not going to lead us to immediate solutions, because understand the times are slow. Okay, and we have other retrograde planetary motions as well. Okay, like Neptune retrograde is happening, Mars retrograde is happening, Uranus retrograde is happening, right? Pluto retrograde is already happened. Okay, so we need to understand that it's a slow period to look at things more carefully. Okay, and so if you want to think and take decisions for your future, then I think this period is more better in terms of making strategies for the upcoming year 2021. Okay, and the last quarter of 2020, right? So this period is like a slow period to look at things from overall angle. And also some of you who are into relationships and not getting a clarity as to where their relationship is going or what is happening, so I guess you should hold on a bit and not expect too much, because this is like testing time. So you need to really see where your relationship is going. Okay, applies both to men and women. So just see where your relationship is going. Are your compatibility really happening with your partners, or it is just a myth? So try to analyze these situations. Okay, so Saturn retrograde period is all about teaching us new lessons. Okay, and this is a time where we have been given an opportunity once again by the divine, because you see Jupiter retrograde also happens. So Saturn Jupiter conjunction is going to happen in sorry, not conjunction, the Saturn retrograde motion and Jupiter retrograde motion, and having Ketu in Sagittarius. Okay, but here the energy of Ketu has slowed down what it was earlier than January 24. That's what I meant to say. Okay, and just an added bonus point is that Rahu is coming out of the Ardha Nakshatra on 20th May. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever happened before the January 2020, where everything felt like it's getting over, I'm sure the Sagittarius sign will resonate more to what I'm trying to say, because in my readings for many of my clients, I've seen literally things crashing for Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi. Okay, so this is one chance where you thought something has got over, but it's a chance to reopen those topics, those maybe issues to look at, or those situations, those relationship things, or finances, or money, because it's still not over. That's one portion, okay, which was missing. Probably that was the clue to the final bigger picture. This is the time where you will be given an opportunity to clear that. Okay, so make use of this time. Don't panic. Saturn retrograde, don't panic, please. Okay, take it easy. The impact is not going to be so fast. It's going to show up slowly. Okay, so a lot of purging can happen. You will feel like crying, or you will feel depressed. Your emotions will be heightened, confused, too much thinking. So try to seek help of your spiritual gurus, healers. Do some part puja, mantra, jap, dhyan, and chanting. Okay, I would definitely say, if you are a Shiv Bhakt, please do pray. It helps a lot. It really helps a lot. Okay, so I hope this video has helped somebody somewhere, and please do like this channel, subscribe this channel, hit the bell notification, share it with your friends and family, because I bring in a lot of different information which is realistic, helpful, and it's easy to understand rather than too much complicated jargons of astrology. It's better to understand the energy, and that way we can take actions in our life and we are not so confused. Okay, because end of the day everything is an energy. Just raise your vibrations and match the frequency of the destination where you want to be in life. Don't get scared by any wrong myths circulating around. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Namaste.